What if I told you Gustave was never supposed to die in Act 1? What if he was meant to stay with us all the way to the end of Expedition 33? Today, let's dive into one of the game's most discussed theories, the idea that Gustave was originally the co-lead until production changes, and that Charlie Cox's schedule with Daredevil forced Sandford Interactive to rewrite major parts of the story, introducing Versos as the new second lead from Act 2 onwards. Let's start with what fans noticed first, the trailers. In the earliest Expedition 33 previews, Gustave is clearly shown in multiple Act 2 environments, trading blows with the duelists and standing alongside Renoir in moments that don't exist in the final game. Data miners later uncovered file names like Gustave_Final, Gustave_N, suggesting that his story originally extended deep into the final act. And even Gustave's combat animations, those twin blade flourishes and evasive rolls show up later but attached to Versos instead. Coincidence? Maybe, but the footage tells a different story. Now here's where the theory gets production level. Gustave's motion capture and voice were performed by actor Charlie Cox, yes, that Charlie Cox from Daredevil. Around the same time Expedition 33 entered its second motion capture phase, Cox was reportedly locked into Marvel's Daredevil Born Again reshoots. Fans believe this caused scheduling conflicts. Without his availability, Sandford faced a choice: delay the game or rework the story. So they rewrote Act 2. Allegedly, shifting focus to Versos, a character with a different voice actor and mocap performer already on standby. It fits. You have the same combat style, similar role, but easier to film and record without Cox's availability. Now let's talk visuals. A lot of fans noticed that Gustave looks almost identical to Renoir, same jawline, even the same coat silhouette. And some say it's narrative foreshadowing, that Gustave and Renoir are two halves of the same story, mentor and mirror. Some say that because Versos wasn't meant to exist and that Gustave, being the son of Renoir, was meant to be the original reveal in the final act. And some say it's pure production efficiency. Sandford may have reused Renoir's base mesh and animation rig when building Gustave, so it gives them that eerie resemblance. Personally, I don't go with that because I don't think Sandford is the one that cut corners around here. So either way, it adds fuel to the theory, especially if Gustave was meant to last until the end. Keeping him alive would have made that resemblance part of the game more heavy in terms of its emotional payoff. And when Versos steps in after Act 1, the pacing shifts. What was likely meant to be Gustave's emotional arc, the redemption, the sacrifice, the loyalty, gets repurposed into Versos' journey of duality and revenge. The result? A slightly fragmented tone in the second half, something many players noticed but couldn't quite explain. If the rewrite theory is true, it means Sandford had to reconstruct the emotional foundation of this story mid-development, a massive creative pivot. So was Gustave supposed to survive? Was he meant to stand beside Renoir through to Expedition 33's final battle? All the signs, the trailers, the file names, the uncanny resemblance, the timing with Charlie Cox's schedule point to a yes, but without official confirmation from Sandford, it remains one of gaming's most convincing what-ifs and conspiracy theory. A rewrite born from real-world scheduling might have reshaped an entire story and turned Versos from a side character into a legend. So what do you think? Was Gustave really meant to go the distance? Was Versos created as a replacement? Drop your thoughts below. And if you love deep dive theories like this, hit subscribe, ring that bell for more Expedition 33 breakdowns. I see you in the next one. Goodbye.